Hey guys, and welcome to my Hollow Knight guide series. In this one we're going to the Crystal Peaks area. We start out in Dirtmouth. There's a new guy over here we can talk to by the well. His name is Tiso and he tells us about an arena, but we will get to that in a later video. We just hop down the well and head to our right. Now if you've been this way before, you'll remember there was a bug mining in this bottom corridor after we crossed through here. Her name was Myra, so we're gonna go back to where we found her before. And now, since we have the Desolate dive ability that we got from the City of Tears, we can use that to burst through the ground and enter the Crystal Peak. So we head through here. If you don't have Desolate dive, look up my City of Tears guide. Once you beat the boss in the City of Tears, you will gain the ability. Anyways, we're gonna take this lift up. There is a room with a soul statue in the little middle pocket, so I do go and grab that. But then when you reach the top, we're just gonna head right in here. This is where you're gonna use your Desolate dive. The floor drops and now you are in Crystal Peak. Alright, we got some new guys to deal with here. They're these like stalagmite bugs. If you hit them from behind, you can't damage them. You have to hit them in the face. So the tactic is smack them twice, back up, and smack them 2 more times, and then they'll die. So we just keep heading down. A little trick if you don't want to deal with them, just jump over them and dash. We come across all these conveyor belts. Over here we can grab this geo deposit, and we're just gonna keep climbing up these belts and head to our right. Underneath this one there's another little geo deposit you can grab. And we just continue our way through the mine. So it seems like Myra has some friends that are not too fond of us. They throw a pickaxe and then they will also try to swing at you when you get close. But past that one, in this room, there's a bench we can save at and set our spawn. You probably will need it because this is a little bit of a tough area. This is kind of where the game starts to get a lot more challenging. Even though there's no like main boss in this area, there's a boss and we'll get to that here shortly. But if you drop down this crevice here and fight this mining bug, there's another geo deposit here. But we're just gonna hop on up and get up in this left hand corner. Just hop through there. Now in this room there's a conveyor belt you can ride up, but you don't need to really, but you can fight this bug over here. This is more of a shortcut back down from the top area. Got another stalagmite bug. And then see, these miners get tricky when there's more than one in an area. So there's a couple spots where there's actually like 3 or 4. And yeah, you can see I almost died here, so make sure you got enough soul to heal up. These conveyors, if you grab onto them, you can just like ride them up. It's pretty cool. But we're gonna take care of this bug up on this pathway. Then we're gonna head out to our left, and up here we're gonna find our first grub. There is a lot of grubs in this video, so stay tuned for all of those. Pretty much this is just a little dash puzzle where you stick to the conveyor belt until you dash. Try not to hit the spikes, hit this grub. When we got our first grub here, this will unlock a shortcut, and then we're gonna just head up. Now these guys, grab the geo deposit first, but these guys here, oof. Try to time this like very safely because it's really hard to dodge them. Once we kill this miner bug, there is a fake wall behind him, so we're gonna knock that through, and we'll come to that on our way out later on in the video. You cannot hit these little stalagmite bugs, but you can vengeful blast them. They are susceptible to magic attacks. So if you need to, you can do that. But now we're gonna go grab our map from Conifer. You can see the pieces of paper here. So we head in here. We see something up in that corner. We can't grab it yet, so we just buy our map for 112 geo. Eventually we will be able to jump up there and get that a little later once we get some more abilities. In this room we're going to climb up, avoiding these laser bugs again. And you see an area or a sign that shows a bench. So of course we want the bench. Don't hit the guy yet, run past him first, or you could do it after. It doesn't really matter. But in this room we have a lever. It's just going to unlock another shortcut down later so that we can traverse through here easier. But then once you hit this guy, he's going to activate, and he is the Crystal Guardian. He will try to jump on your head, so be careful where he's jumping. When he screams, laser beams will just like start hopping all around, and then he'll also try to shoot you with a beam, which if you time it correctly, you'll see me do it a few times. Don't jump immediately because you'll fall on the beam, but if you like wait just a millisecond and then jump, then you can dodge it, and eventually you'll beat him. He's not too tough, and he just jumps up through the ceiling once you beat him. I'm assuming the crystals here are controlling things because the crystals were growing on him and they broke and he jumped away. But anyways, we come back into this room, and those bugs that come up through the wall or crawl on the walls, you have to kill them with a Vengeful Blast or they will just fucking keep on spiking up. So we Vengeful Blast this one and jump up here to get a Shopkeeper key, which is a key item we will be needing later. And then we're just gonna head up through here with these stalagmites. These ones are a little, I was gonna say a little easier to get past, but I still got hit by them. Anyways, we're gonna keep on trucking up towards the top area. Once we reach this room, if you head to the left, there's a window, and Quirrell is over here. So we found another Quirrell location here. Again, let me know in the comments if you want a guide on all of the Quirrell locations in the game. But then we're just gonna keep heading to our right. We're on the way to find a very good ability that we need, like probably the most important thing we need in this Crystal Peaks area. So here's a geo deposit here. You gotta like move super slow with these guys because yeah, they move super slow. And I'm pretty sure I still get hit on one of these parts too. Anyways, over here we can grab a Wanderer's Journal. We jump down. Got hit twice. Wow. Then up in this area we're gonna find some more geo deposits. You can see that I died here before and had to come back. Anyways, one more bug. You see the ground shaking, so we're gonna Desolate dive through it. And here is our geo deposits and some new enemies. They're like crystal bats, and they will just constantly shoot these crystals in the ground that can still hurt you if they're still there. So just if you see them, just break them. Like they'll break in one hit. But in here, there's another geo deposit up top, and we can grab a rancid egg. So once we grab that, we're just gonna hop on out of here. You can jump off this platform over here and dash into the wall, and then Mantis climb up. Then we're just gonna continue going down the shaft on our right. You're gonna hit this area where you can smack a lever. And so that's the long shaft where we unlocked that lever from before with the Crystal Guardian. So it just like is a little shortcut. You just jump down on this right side here. And now we see this area, hit another lever. But we're gonna head back to our right and pick up our new ability. So now in this room, it's a little platforming challenge. Make sure you jump quick because these platforms turn over and will hurt you. But we're just gonna jump up, grab onto these, do some little bit of dashing. You can pause here to heal up and get this soul statue. There's another point where you can do that too. Now these crystals shoot beams, and you kind of just have to like time it going through. I'm not too good at timing, as you can see, but we jump across here, and this is the more tricky part. I think if you nail spike in one spot and just keep nail spiking, then you could just stay in one spot on these conveyor belts. But anyways, good luck getting across these gaps. It's pretty tricky. Here's another spot where you can rest and get some more soul. Drop on down. Cross this bridge here, and you'll see this giant robot. And from here, we grab the crystal heart. The crystal heart is a really cool ability that's like a super jump or like a super blast. You'll see me use it here. So you just blast across where the bridge has broken, and then we do it again right here. And once you hit this other side, you will see another geo deposit. So grab that. Now we can head on out of here and continue. There's one other ability we can grab, and yeah, up top here, if you slide on the wall and use your dash across there, you have to time it right, and there's your second grub. Anyways, there's another ability that we can get here a little later that's gonna upgrade our Desolate dive. So first we're gonna head across here. This is gonna be a little shortcut, and another worm is in here as well. So kind of time these, like as soon as they slam down, like I guess when you see the smoke, that's when you want to dash. And then these ones are a little tricky up here. You want to dash across as soon as the middle one slams down. But then we grab our third grub and hit this lever. The lever turns off the hydraulics and opens that door. So then we can just pass through here. I start smacking on this guy to get some soul back and heal. Because yeah, those hydraulic presses are kind of tough. But we'll just jump down this pathway towards the bottom. If you drop past these spiky guys on the opposite side of them, then you'll just like drop right past them. They won't be able to hit you. But in this area, there's another geo deposit. So we grab that while also avoiding these little laser bugs. And yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. But up here, there's a couple more miners. The vengeful blast is pretty useful to kind of weaken them enough to get past them. But then there's a second geo deposit and a switch that'll open this gate so we can jump back down. Once we get down here, there's a chest to our left, but we can't get it because there's a gate blocking it. So we're gonna get through all these hydraulic presses over here to unlock that gate, and the switch to turn off the hydraulic presses is over there too. So I don't know if you saw, but on that second press on the previous part, you have to like jump and dash at the same time to get across it, or you'll hit the wall. But yeah, then you can smack this lever, that'll turn them off. Grab you some geo. You can go down on either side. The presses are off now. And then hop down this hole, and we get our fourth grub. See, there's crazy amounts of grubs in these areas. But then you hit that switch to unlock the shortcut, and now we're in this room with a couple crystal bats, and we're almost done. We just need to get two more things here. We're gonna upgrade our Desolate dive, which you do need the Lumafly lantern for. So if you don't have that yet, you are gonna need to go buy that from Sly's shop. I'm assuming you probably have it by now, because there's a couple other places where you would have probably needed it. But first I'm gonna show you guys the way back down. So the door we passed to our top right of this screen was where you entered to start the challenge. But if you hop back down this way, this is gonna be a shortcut to the bench. Trust me, you want it at this part, because yeah, to get the upgrade is like really hard. But in that room there's gonna be another grub too. So then we're gonna make our way back up. Watch out for these bats. They're, not gonna lie, probably at least top 3 one of the most annoying bugs so far. But yeah, jump past those guys and jump through this door. Got another couple platforms. This ain't the challenge. This is right before you get there. Anyways, I just run past these bats. It's too hard to like not fall into the crystals. If you fall into those crystals, it'll hurt you. Anyways, you get over here and you use your blast to get across. At the very end, we'll find a soul statue. You will need that for the next room. At least a little bit to do a smash. In this area, you smash down. I think I already smashed it because, oh yeah, I died while recording. But yeah, this is where you break these planks, and it's tough, dude. It's tough. I killed that first bat, and it got cut out. But you get up here. I'd go ahead and vengeful blast this guy, or he's just gonna be stuck in your way. I think you can also dash over him barely, but then you're just gonna keep jumping up here. The bat's gonna give you a hard time on these platforms because you don't have anywhere to land after you step on them. But once you get up here, you just kind of jump through. It's really hard. Right here, you can't grab onto the wall, so you have to like jump up the side of the platform. But then we grab our 5th grub, and then we can try to just drop down. Hopefully the bat doesn't kill you on the way down. But jump across here, manage to hop up. I died here too. This is a tough area. But then there's a snail shaman in here, crystallized. You just smack it a bunch of times. And congratulations, now we have upgraded our Desolate dive. So now we have Descending Dark. It's basically the same thing but stronger, it deals more damage. Then we just break through the wall to the left, and you can blast across here. It's gonna pop you right back out of the entrance. At the end here, just blast across. If you jump down, it's gonna bring you back to the resting grounds. But we're gonna hop back down and find this that path. We're in this room with all those crystal guys, but we find the path that we had broke through behind the miner earlier. Blast across and manage to hop up. You have to time this perfectly to not get hit and knocked into the crystals on the bottom. So yeah, take your time with it. Make sure you don't hit these blasts. At this part, you have to like small jump and then dash above those crystals or they'll hit you. We got one more where we pop through here. That's the last kind of difficult one. This one, they all go in a sequence, so it's like a lot easier to time. But then once you hit the end here, to the right is going to be your way back out of this room, and to the left is a little crystal area. It looks pretty cool in here. But just drop down to find our charm for the area. It's going to be the deep focus charm. It's really cool. It allows you to heal 2 masks instead of 1 when you heal, but it does take slightly more time. Anyways, we come back to where we found Conifer. He'll say he's gone somewhere else, and then we're gonna shoot all the way across through to the next area. Eventually we'll hit a wall, and there's a couple more things we can grab, and then we're gonna be heading out of here. Once you hit that wall, make sure you bounce off of it or you'll fall. But so we jump here, do another little dash, jump across this gap down here, got one more dash, and then we're gonna hit like a area we'll hit, and you'll see a place where you can drop down. We go ahead and jump down there, and this is where we're gonna find our 6 grubs. It's crazy that there's like 6 grubs you can find in this area. It's kind of a lot. But first I hop across, take care of these little crystal bats and get this geo deposit up here. Then once you do that, you grab the money, crack those crystals so they don't stab you. Hop on down and you'll see a grub, or at least what you think is a grub until it turns into an alien. Anyways, it's a little tough, but once you kill him, you smack the wall behind him. I think my vengeful blast busted it, so you didn't really see, but just smack the wall behind him and then hop up, and here's the real grub, number 6. And after that, I believe we have it covered. We're just gonna head out to our left, blast over. There's gonna be a shortcut back to Dirtmouth. And then on the next one, we will be heading to Deepnest to find one of the dreamers. If this video was helpful, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of my content. We also find this guy, the grave digger over here. We can talk to him. But anyways, until next time, thank you for watching.